Neopians, it's time for Advent Calendar Day 4. Let's get into it. So there are 18 new colors there are 18 new basic color prismatic versions of the new 6 Habbo blue pet styles. They're available in the styling studio, and then Christmas versions also came out. Who knows when the rotation date's going to be? I don't. Everything else is from yesterday. I'm going to start with my advent calendar stuff. So we're going to start with Snow Wager, see how Snow Wager's doing, what's Snow Wager up to, what are my prizes going to be for today. My prizes are a wet snowball and a Snow Wager flying disc. Cool. So now we're going to go to Advent. We're going to do my Advent calendar stuff first, then dailies after. So here we are. Advent calendar. Raina, happy holidays. For those who don't know me, I'm Raina, the host of the annual Advent calendar. This isn't special for day 4. I just didn't click on it the other day, so we're clicking on it now. And I'm here to welcome everyone to this year's Winter Starlight Celebration and talk about the many fantastical festivities one can participate in. There are multiple events taking place, including Advent, Stocking Spectacular, Gift and Neo Cash, and the Holiday Dream Neopet giveaway. You can check them all out in the celebration here on Terra Mountain to learn more about each one. That's not all stuff. We all know about the stuff. And if anything's confusing, be sure to check out the FAQ. That's it for now. Cool. I don't think the Dream Pet giveaway is open yet. It opens on the 9th, right? How have I already entered? You've already entered, see your entry below. Do not change Love Beyonce. That was from last year. Don't change Love Beyonce. When does this start? No. Now we have to do some investigative work. When does this actually start? Was that from last year? Because there's no way I chose Love Beyonce to do anything. Because Love Beyonce is perfect now. So when do we get to choose stuff for the Dream giveaway? December freebies, warning for dailies, final day on the dome. This isn't what I need. Where do we learn more information about this? Because I haven't done anything to Love Beyonce. Is this even open today? That was probably my choice last year when Love Beyonce was just whatever Love Beyonce was. Love Beyonce was a Corbat this time last year. So I'm like, well, if I can get a burlap cow, I'm going to get a burlap cow. Let's go back. There's no way this is up to date. Sorry. When did I say that the Dream Pet giveaway started? This is throwing me off. I haven't entered anything. You must entered by the 20th. This page will disappear after that. You can enter on one account if you win. There we go. And so these are winners from last year, probably. They're now telling us about. But yeah. I just don't think that was who I chose this year. A new blog post. Let's see what this blog post says. When does the dreamy stuff start? I'm just over here verifying stuff. I am verifying stuff because you're not about to take Love Beyonce away from me. What is this? So it starts on December 9th. Okay. Whew. All right. Let's run that back one more time and act like I was normal. Let's visit the advent calendar today. Let's see what we get today. We have this little polar bear thing, and he's fishing, and he gets some cubes, and sometimes it's not a cube. So if we collect my prize, I get 678 Neopoints, a very frozen fish entree, and breadfish plushie. My premium prize is the ice polar chuck. So then if we come over here and we click on Miss Raina, Raina's going to give me the dream of a floating Christmas book for my prize. So this is kind of cute. Cute little graphic. Love it. Cool. That's everything for advent calendar. I just had to make sure because they were trying to stress me out, because if they take Love Beyonce away from me, like, I don't have much in this life. I have my Neopets account and my hopes and my dreams. So there's that. Let's do some dailies. How are y'all's doing? How is everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Is everyone doing good? That's what I like to hear. Everyone's doing good. Or maybe you're not doing good, you know? I've had horrible days before. Yeah, I just don't have it in me to do the whole re-roll thing, so we're gonna ignore it, and then we're gonna do my regular dailies. How was my day? Thank you for asking. It was weird, because I woke up, and I decided to choose violence. You know, like rage bait lists? You all know those. They're lists put together by these publications just so the publication can be talked about, not because the author believes what's being said in these lists. So my rage bait little article, my little rage bait for the day, I decided to just rip the band-aid off like right as I woke up. Like within 5 minutes of me waking up, I decided to check who won the Goodreads Choice Awards 2025. Now, it's different than like a traditional rage bait list. When you think like a rage bait list, it's going to be like the 100 best albums of all time, and it's going to be posted by like Rolling Stones or something, and they come out with a list every year, so it's like, come on now. It's those. It's the when ESPN did like their top 100 athletes. It's all a bunch of nonsense. It is so people click on the site and give them stuff, but Variety's always doing them. You know, those sort of lists. Goodreads Choice Awards are a little different because they want you to think that these are just natural votes for the best books of the year and let people vote on them, and it's whatever. Now, we all know that I'm a voracious reader. Despite the fact that I can't read out loud to y'all's, I do read. That is one of my hobbies. I feel like I've talked about it maybe. I don't know. But that list, I just decided to wake up and choose violence. Because here's the thing. Here's what you gotta know about DoubleCee and my reading habits is that I don't really read new books. I will read maybe like 5 new books a year. I read around 50-ish, 60-ish books a year. I want to try to see in 2026 if I like spend less time on like social media, if I can get to 100. But we'll worry about that towards like the latter half of the year when I start talking about my goals for the new year that I'm going to force you all to listen to me talk about. For books, I don't read a lot of new books just because I have this theory with books. You're going to have to stay with me on this one. That like you shouldn't read new books because they may not be the best. And if you wait a year or two, all the bad books are going to be filtered out. You know? So I don't read a lot of new books. There's that. I did read a couple of... Okay, when I say a couple, I mean I read one good 2025 release this year. There's one book that came out in 2025. It's called Sky Daddy by Kate Folk. I can stand behind that one. If you ever want to know what my issues are, just read that book and you'll understand what my issues are. So there's that. That wasn't even nominated. But I think it was too good in that it didn't have a high enough rating. Because Goodreads, they rate books out of like 5 stars. And you would think that a book that has like a 4.35 would be pretty good. That's pretty close. No. The books, the big series, they were at like a 2.65. And I haven't checked the reviews for Sky Daddy because it's one of those books where I finished it and I'm like, this is so close to a masterpiece that I can't listen to any other opinions on it because you're going to be wrong about it. And so... yeah, anyways, woke up, chose violence with looking at Goodreads Choice Awards. They were bland. That was it. I haven't been the most in tune to like 2025 releases. I get them here and there just because I read, I go to bookstores. I'm not too big to like look at the displays. When I go to my library, they're like, here are some of the top 2025, and they have those on display. So I like get it. But this year just wasn't the year for publishing to me. There were just a lot of like perfectly fine books, like a book that's like a 3-star, but if you read too many 3 stars in a row, you're like, man, there's no good books. That's how I was feeling. I only have like 2 favorite books of this year. One of them being Sky Daddy. So, yeah. Me and Goodreads, we've been beefing for about a decade. About a decade I've been fighting with this little book tracking website. I don't think I'm smarter than the average person or more intelligent or more well-read. Like y'all's know. I don't know most things most days, but what, like, we have to come together collectively as, like, a human race. And, like, really, what are our best books of the year? Because there's no way Goodreads is reflecting that. And then in the bookish space, there's always a conversation. Don't take the Goodreads awards too seriously. It's a popularity thing, but it's like, it's not a popularity thing. Me, I think these are books that Amazon wants us to buy because Amazon owns Goodreads, and I think they're like, yeah, we're gonna just put these on here. We accidentally made a lot of orders for a couple of these books, and so we're gonna put on the Goose Choice Words so people buy them, and then we have less stuff in our warehouse. That's what I think. Even though I wasn't like shocked by anything, they were all perfectly fine winners, kind of what you expect. I just think this wasn't my year for reading, but 2026 will be my year for reading. And then what else? The Pantone thing. Why was I on my lunch break eating up some leftover Olive Garden? Because we had Olive Garden, we had it yesterday. We had leftovers, so I had to make sure. Got me a little plate of Olive Garden. Salad, breadsticks, meatballs. So why was I at the microwave? Scrolling on my phone, which I need to stop doing. And the Pantone color of the year is like beige, it's like white. Dusk white, it's something silly. I don't, like, what is that? I don't know. It's fine. Again, that's another very like rage baity end of year thing. The Pantone color of the year. Always some nonsense. Always some nonsense. These color experts, they've never asked me, and I think I'm partially colorblind. It hasn't been tested because I haven't gone to the eye doctor since high school, but like, I don't think I see colors in the way that everyone else sees colors. Not that I have like shrimp color vision. I just think the world's like a little less, I don't know, like whenever people do those like color analysis, oh, I hated that trend. And they would like move the different things. Like, this is like a hot autumn. This is a cool winter. I thought that people looked the exact same in all of them. And people were like, oh, your color changed here. You look so bad, but when we do this, and they like switch the cloak. Like, oh, you look so good and so vibrant and everything like lights up. And I'm like, what am I looking at? But maybe it's not a color thing. Maybe it's just me being a silly thing. Because you know, what are those things called? You all know what I'm talking about. When you get the picture of the baby in the womb, those ultrasounds, I don't see anything ever in those. I've seen them in real life. I've seen pictures online. I've seen stuff on like TV, but especially like the real life people, which is probably what I should be like basing my things off of. It doesn't look like a single thing. And people are like, oh, like that's the baby's neck, that's the baby's kidney. I'm like, you're showing me a blank picture. So I think I have like a vision thing where I just don't see color in the same way other people see color. But like Pantone wasn't really that interesting. Then the third rage bait thing is I checked my Spotify Wrapped today, and I shouldn't have. Because I don't have good music taste and I shouldn't be allowed. The thing is, I went to a concert this year, and the concert was in July, and I got tickets in January. So the first 7 months of the year was just me listening to the same album, preparing for the concert. All 7 of those months. Like, maybe there was a new song here or there, but it was really just one album, which happened to be my top album because I've been listening to it nonstop for a year. The top song was the first song on the album because I always started first there. It was my top artist, you know? So there was that. And then the whole like age thing, they called me a millennial because I listened to like late 2000s, like sad songs, but it's like, sorry. Like, what do you want me to listen to? So yeah, that was Spotify. I kind of knew that I was gonna have like one album dominate my Wrapped, and that occurred. The one album I listened to dominated my Wrapped, and then after July, not a lot of music. And if I was listening to music, it was that one album. I had my album of the year. I had my album of the year for my concert of the year. After that, who knows? What is this? A gangy. So those are my 3 little rage bait articles, TM, that kind of just ruled my day today. Sorry I haven't really talked about Neopets, but it's dailies. Y'all saw what I did. I wanted to get my daily stuff like out of the way at the beginning. Like, come on here and talk about the Goodreads Choice Awards. I know you all care about my thoughts on the Goodreads Choice Awards, but I don't know. I'm gonna get back into the reading thing. I'm gonna be the most well-read person in the world, and it's gonna be crazy. That comes later, you know? What is this? Does this do anything? You're a toy. Okay. That's kind of it. Let me know your favorite Rage Bait article of the year. They're all coming because it's the end of the year. Best TV shows, best movie, best song. All that stuff. Yeah. Me and Goodreads for 10, 11 years of being enemies. Pantone, Rage Bait. I'm ready for like all like the end of the year book lists. I'm not going to agree with any of those, but I'm ready for them. Top Game, just all of them, all the Rage Bait lists. And I'm going to click on them and not really give them any money because you know me, I play with ad block. That's the other thing. Let me end on a PSA. Please get an advertisement blocker for your devices. You can get them on mobile. You can get them here. Y'all are just out here, just letting the internet do whatever. No. Fight back a little bit. Get an ad blocker. So that's why I love all these little Rage Bait lists, because I do the ad blocks. You're getting my view, but you're getting not me looking at the advertisements because you can't pay me to look at an advertisement. There we go. A very nonsensical episode of Winter Starlight Celebration Day 4. Hope you all are doing well. This is what the episodes are going to be like, because if I'm posting every single day, like, there's not going to be stuff to talk about on Neopets every day. I talked about the little Habbo styles. Don't know about that. I got my prizes. And I wanted to talk to someone about the Goodreads Choice Awards, and who else am I going to talk to? Because y'all are the only people I talk to. I can't talk to my coworkers about the Goodreads Choice Awards. I don't know anyone else that reads like 50 books a year, so it's truly just me over here talking, and don't tell me to talk to book talk girlies. They're scary. Anyways, what should we talk about tomorrow? Yesterday was video games. Today was mainly books and other like end of year stuff. Tomorrow I can like rank my favorite colors. Yeah, I don't really know. Yeah. That's kind of it. Really rough video. Sorry. Hopefully y'all found something redeeming about it. Maybe. Or you clicked off of the video. That's cool too. I'm gonna let you all go. Gonna let y'alls go. I will see ya tomorrow, where I'm gonna talk about something. And it's gonna be 31 days me talking about stuff. You'll learn a whole lot about me beyond Neopets. I guess today's thing is I like books. Cool. Hope you all have a good one. Bye.